Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw. Let's go over the matches that I've set up for you here tonight. We have a Money in the Bank qualifying match here with Swagger versus Mysterio. Then we're going to get Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury, J&J Security. A surprising, shocking win last week. They are going to be taking on Bray Wyatt and Jericho. Jericho is being called back by the ominous Bray Wyatt to help teach his Wyatt family how to once again be a tag team. And we might get we might get an upset by J&J Security, or we might get a squash by Bray Wyatt and Jericho. Summer Rae will take on Naomi, as Nikki Bella took on Naomi last week, and Nikki Bella crushed Naomi last week, so maybe Summer Rae will get that same opportunity. Sheamus will be taking on The Big Show in a Money in the Bank qualifying match. Dean Ambrose is out for commentary, and Brie Bella, of course, not far behind her new big beau, Big Show. Cesaro will be taking on Roman Reigns for #1 contendership to the WWE title as of last week. The Shield, I guess Seth Rollins, is not allowed to be #1 contender because he lost the match to Brock Lesnar. And that has been officially decided by the general manager, Stephanie McMahon. She has no confidence in Seth Rollins, but Roman Reigns is fair game. So we're going to have to learn a little more about the tactics of the Shield here tonight as we approach the Money in the Bank. Obviously, Big Show and Cesaro being rewarded for helping the WWE Champion, Brock Lesnar. Stephanie's going to do whatever she can to get the championship back on Monday Night Raw. It's not best for business for the championship to be away, so she wants Big Show or Cesaro to either win #1 contendership and win the championship, or win Money in the Bank and get the title back that way. So, we will see those storylines crop up through the night, and let's begin with Rey Mysterio versus Jack Swagger. With Zeb Coulter, of course. I don't know, managers really flipped out on me last week on Monday Night Raw, so we'll see if this is a problem. I'm going to toy around with them. I'm going to see the pressure points. Ooh, that is very loud. Oh dear. Nashville, Tennessee. Bible Belt Country. As Jack Swagger, the real American, makes his way to the ring. We the People. I love the We the People chant. It's amazing. It's a shame that it's not going to ever really be a really crazy gimmick. Rey Mysterio making his return. We haven't seen him, in a month? Has it been a month or... No, because we've only done one pay-per-view, right? No, we did Extreme Rules. He lost. We jobbed him out to Cesaro the week after, and he's been gone since then. He's been gone about a month. He is back. He's going to try to resurrect himself, mostly because of the depleted roster I have right now. I'm still thinking of people who I want to add in, and and the thing that sucks is every time I make a new attire, it takes up a spot of my superstars. So I don't know. I'm gonna need Rey Mysterio right now. I've got a little bit of a depleted roster. All right, well, here we go. I'm gonna watch this match. There we go. Jack Swagger taking on Rey Mysterio. It's going to be mat strength power, ground and pound power versus speed here in this opening matchup of Monday Night Raw. It was a insane match last week as a 6-man tag team match between Brock Lesnar's team and Seth Rollins' team. The Shield main evented Monday Night Raw. The Shield would ultimately lose, and the night would end with Big Show, Cesaro, and Lesnar on top. Now Brock Lesnar knows he doesn't need to be on Raw, because those matches mean absolutely nothing. They don't matter, and he does not want to be weakened. He is a very UFC-type superstar. He will come and he will defend his championship when he needs to. Other than that, you will hardly see anything from him except for maybe a promo. So Rey Mysterio, Jack Swagger fighting for the opportunity to enter into the Money in the Bank ladder match. 3 superstars from Raw, 3 superstars from SmackDown, only one can pull down that briefcase that will guarantee them a match in the future for either the WWE Championship or the World Championship. And actually, the briefcase now has a stipulation where you can go for any other championship you want. If you want to take that briefcase and cash it in on the Tag Team Champions, hey, you got a buddy hanging around, you want to cash in on, say, Rybaxel, you can do that. Speaking of Rybaxel, I believe last week they surprisingly lost to J&J Security. J&J Security, a very shocking new team that, well, ever since losing their jobs as the protectors of the future of the WWE, Seth Rollins had to go back to the Shield. So now they're a tag team. They're back in the WWE, and they have upset the tag team champions. Rybaxel not happy about it. I talked to Ryback and Curtis Axel, and they didn't want to comment on anything. They're just not a happy camper. They're not a happy group of people. All right, Rey Mysterio with a drop kick to the face of the Real American. Jack Swagger catching him in a nice back suplex. Both of these superstars, former world heavyweight champions. They want to know what that feels like again, to have gold around their waist. Rey Mysterio was very close to it. He was right there. #1 contendership feud against Brock Lesnar to open up this universe mode. And he lost in an Extreme Rules match to Lesnar, which led to Lesnar being #1 contender for Seth Rollins' championship. And that's where we see ourselves here today. Whoa, Rey Mysterio hitting the 619 on Jack Swagger. And there you go, he's got it down. He's going to go for the cover here. Is it enough? Is it enough? Oh, and Zeb Coulter chatting up the referee. And Rey Mysterio is going to have to fight an uphill battle, not only literally in size, but figuratively in this match, as Zeb Coulter is going to continue to assault the ref verbally and distract him from doing his job, and that's counting to 3 on the All-American American, Jack Swagger.
Jack Swagger with a nice reversal.
Seth Rollins has been handcuffed by Stephanie McMahon. The Shield now once again a group. It doesn't matter who the champion is in the Shield. To them, all they want is to be champion and to hold that title. Their first run around, their whole goal was to protect the WWE Championship. And somehow it morphed. Somehow it evolved into something different. It allowed greed to enter the picture. It allowed Seth Rollins to make that decision that day to betray his Shield brethren. And now they vowed not to have that happen ever again. 1, 2, 3, no! Kick out at 2. The Shield are new and improved. Nice new shiny shield for the Shield. And they are keeping themselves together quite well, so Roman Reigns is going to get his turn if he can defeat Cesaro later tonight. Zeb Coulter still chatting up the ref here, and I think he's been ejected from this match. And I think it's a little too late, as Rey Mysterio is getting beaten up in the middle of the ring, thrown around like a rag doll. Nice little leg drop from Jack Swagger. Oh, and he tackles the leg. And this is very unfortunate for Rey Mysterio. His tights have color-coded legs. So Jack Swagger doesn't have to mentally remember, okay, it was the left leg. All he has to do is think white leg. White leg, that's the one that I need to target. As he hits that Swagger bomb. What's that called now? 1, 2, 3, it doesn't matter. It was enough. Jack Swagger going to Money in the Bank. Rey Mysterio couldn't get the job done, still will sit at the bottom of the barrel, mostly thanks to Zeb Coulter. Jack Swagger gonna get an opportunity for the Money in the Bank briefcase. See if Zeb Coulter comes back out.
Here is your winner, the All-American Jack Swagger.
He gets a big victory here tonight.
We the people. We the people. He doesn't have voice acting though. Oh, wait, no, there it was. I did hear it. Okay, wow. I didn't hear it before. Maybe it was just because of the commentators. All right, coming up next, J&J Security. Going to be taking on the team of Bray Wyatt and Chris Jericho. Remember, when this universe mode started, it was 1 year into the future. So imagine in real life, we have fast forwarded to WrestleMania. That's what this universe mode is at right now. And we are at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view build-up. So right now, Chris Jericho has rejoined with the Wyatts. The Wyatts got back together. The Shield got back together. Rybaxel got back together. They realized it was a mistake to split up. Of course they were better together. And now they are. J&J Security. I mean, look at the confidence on these two. Look at the confidence on the Cruiserweight division right now. One guy had a ladder shoved in his face. And the other dude, I think, had a blind girlfriend and he assaulted her on a weekly basis. Jamie Noble, Joey Mercury, J&J Security back open for business. But right now, they're going for the tag team championships. They think that they beat the champions and they can just waltz right through and get that championship match. Well, of course, Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, and now Jericho mixed in with the Wicked Wyatts. They've got something to say about that. Oh my goodness, and look at that. Look at the black eyes of Chris Jericho. We usually see Chris Jericho, I mean, you usually see some sort of life in that man's eyes, but look at him. Look at him. Chris Jericho has been gone for quite some time, but we knew that he had joined up with the Wyatts the last time he was here in the WWE. And now Bray Wyatt coming out, donning the sheep mask. And Jericho. Jericho is with Bray Wyatt. These two are going to hopefully show Eric Rowan and Luke Harper just exactly what needs to be done as a tag team. And here we go. Bray Wyatt going to tag in Jericho immediately. There's a lot of trust there immediately. We didn't see a whole lot when Jericho left, but Jericho got beat. He came back and he got beat, and he pled his allegiance to the Wyatts, and then he disappeared. We haven't seen these guys really interact together, but if you look closely at the eyes of Chris Jericho, he just looks like they have no soul in them. His eyes are completely dead. And you can just see them now as he is staring at Jamie Noble. Chris Jericho is not the same. Jericho off the ropes. Oh, and Jamie Noble dodges out of the way. Jericho a little upset, flying forearm, drops him back down. Nice little neck breaker. You know, you'd think that J&J Security winning a fluke match last week would at least have won them enough money to get some new wrestling gear. They're still wrestling in their suits.
This could be huge.
Joey Mercury dropping Chris Jericho. Joey Mercury seems to have built up some muscle. Maybe that or Jamie Noble is really tiny. I know Jamie Noble's a small man. Oh, and there we go. Nice reversal as Jericho retakes control of the match. And Bray Wyatt, much like last week on Raw, is going to be calling the shots here. Last week, he called the shots in the match between the Wyatts and Kofi Kingston and Jack Swagger, two men who had never been a part of a team before. And they were beaten mercilessly. Oh, big back body drop from Bray Wyatt. Oh, and he's choking the life out of Joey Mercury. Joey Mercury just made a mistake tagging in. He should have just stayed on the outside and rested up. But that's the flaw in J&J Security. They're, I guess, overinflated egos. Bray Wyatt. Ah, that was not a good move. Not a good move. Oh! And a nice little rollover neck breaker, and there you go. And they are just taking it to Joey Mercury.
There's no telling what we're going to see in that match. And it looks like we could be heading
Back into the ring. Elbow to Mercury.
Back into the ring now.
Those dead eyes of Jericho are just really hard to get past.
Pushing forward.
Jamie Noble can do nothing but stand in the corner. He's got to wait for his man to have enough energy to run and get the tag to him.
Need a GPS to find the mark. Just look at this.
Oh, there we go.
See the results from that move.
Bray Wyatt dragging Mercury into the corner, and in comes Jericho. Jericho setting him up. Oh, backbreaker. And that's definitely going to hurt the midsection. Oh, and there's a targeted shot straight to the spine. Oh, big back body drop. Jericho down and out. Jericho escaping. Jericho back in, and in comes Jamie Noble. Oh, and Chris Jericho laying the whips. Laying the whips to both J&J Security, and Jamie Noble catches Jericho with a nice suplex. I will say that I'm really shocked that J&J Security has gotten this far. Oh, and over the top rope goes Jamie Noble. Jamie Noble trying to fight back, but he's in a bad part of town here. Bad part of town. Oh, no. Not on the outside. Not on the outside. And Jericho has Jamie Noble in the walls of Jericho on the outside of the ring. Jericho. Jericho gonna have to get back into the ring there. And it's gonna have to fall to Bray Wyatt to get Jamie Noble back into the ring. The referee up to a 7 count now. 8 and dropping. Oh, Jericho. And there's the 10. There's the 10 count. Jericho accidentally knocking Bray Wyatt down. But Bray Wyatt and Chris Jericho are victorious. J&J Security counted out here. I mean, Joey Mercury was beat up. Got the tag into Noble. These two are a great team, and hopefully they showed just how good a team should be to the other two members of the Wyatt family. Well, that is Bray Wyatt's prerogative. He will deal with his family in his own house. I don't want to deal with it. Stephanie McMahon, General Manager McMahon, does not want to deal with it. And of course, with her husband Triple H and the COO, the DOO, the Director of Operations, leaving, she does not want to deal with the Wyatts. She lets them run free, and right now, they're worried about their own. Let them worry about their own. As Summer Rae. Oh man, it must be almost summertime. Summer Rae making her way down to the ring. Summer Rae, #1 contender to the Divas Championship after she won a 6 Diva over the top rope Battle Royal on SmackDown a couple of weeks ago. Last week, she let her message be known to Nikki Bella that she was coming after her Divas Championship. And now she gets a turn to face Naomi. Naomi actually the second woman out, I believe. I think it came down to her, Naomi, and Tamina Snuka. Pretty interesting that those are the 3 that I don't think I wanted to win, really. I didn't think I would have too much story to go. I would much rather Cameron. Cameron got a nice upset win over Natalya in a submission match, so I could have worked with that. I could have worked with AJ, and I could have worked with Brie Bella. But it was those last 3. Oh, we're going to have the champion out here on commentary. She's going to be talking with Jerry Lawler and Michael Cole. They are the new commentators for the app, by the way. So that is, well, that's something. Here we go. Summer Rae starting off the match, taking Naomi down with a nice little headlock takedown. And a punch to the face. So if you want to hear that exclusive commentary with Nikki Bella, go ahead and go on to the app. It's a mobile app for the WWE, and you can hear Michael Cole and Jerry the King Lawler talk with Brie Bella, the Diva, or sorry, with Nikki Bella, excuse me, the Divas champion. No doubt she's talking a lot of trash. I mean, Nikki Bella is not a very nice person. Her finishing move is called the Rack Attack, which, with the work she's got done on her chest, that's not the best, finishing maneuver to be talking about, as Naomi is just taking Summer Rae to town here. A lot of kicks to the face. Naomi dropping Summer Rae. Oh, and a nice Hurricane Rana. Senton dropping onto the chest of Summer Rae, and Summer Rae is almost down and out here. Oh, Summer Rae trying to go back. Naomi dropping her right on her shoulder. Oh, another little senton there. Naomi very quick. I mean, last week she was upset that she lost to the Divas champion. So now this week maybe she has a little bit of a fire under her ass, maybe. Of course, Jerry the King Lawler right now, I can hear him all the way from here in my commentary booth, that he is going nuts over the Divas in the ring. And you know what, I gotta say, I've been very impressed with the Divas so far in my universe mode, as Naomi goes for an amazing move there. 1, 2, no, Summer Rae reverses 1. Oh, and Naomi reverses again. 1, 2, and back and forth. 1, 2. Oh, is that 3? 2.5, Summer Rae. Summer Rae very close to attaining the pinfall there. A nice back heel kick. As I said, right in the middle of what I was saying, the Divas have impressed me. Drop kick straight to the jaw. Now targeting her back. Summer Rae knows exactly what she had to do. She let Naomi take most of the offense that she had with the face buster. Now she's trying to slowly get back into the match here. And it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea to let your opponent gas themselves out and you attack smartly, like she is now, targeting the back. Oh, I think Summer Rae was going for something there. Naomi reversed it. A big kick to the chin. Naomi, is she going to go for something here? Might be going for something in the corner. Perhaps. What is she going to do? She's going to the top. Oh! What a maneuver! And that's going to be it. 1, 2. Oh, 2.5. Summer Rae kicking out the #1 contender to the Divas Championship. Showing exactly why she is #1 contender. I'm sure Nikki Bella right now is all too jealous. And another targeted attack to the spine of Naomi. Oh, and now the viciousness has come out of Summer Rae. She's not happy. Oh, she went for a slap there and got drop kicked for her trouble. Naomi going for the cover. 1, 2. This match is very close to being over. Everyone in the WWE Universe can feel it. They're on their feet. They're waiting. Summer Rae reverses. Naomi reverses right back. Naomi dropping Summer Rae. Naomi, is she going to go to the top rope? Look at this. Naomi is gassed, but she's going to go to the top rope anyway. Summer Rae trying to get to her feet. Summer Rae trying to get to her feet. Oh, drop kick to the face. Summer Rae. And the crowd is going nuts. Summer Rae still holding on. Summer Rae with a kick. And the drive-by. A kick straight to the face. To the side of the face. And now Summer Rae with those long legs dropping on top of Naomi's chest. This might be it. Going for the power pin. 1, 2. No. Wow. What a match on Monday Night Raw. Once again. Oh. the Divas. And she's going to go for the cover off that brilliant move. 1, 2, 3. Summer Rae wins. What a great match. Oh, man. What an amazing Divas match here on Monday Night Raw. Like I said, I mean, a lot of people cut Divas out of their universe mode. As long as they're putting on matches like that with the storylines I give them, nothing can stop my Divas division from being the best Divas division on YouTube. And that is a fact. What a brilliant match. I mean, look at it. Look at how she braces her body right under those ropes so Naomi can't kick out. Brilliant move by the #1 contender, and that's something Nikki Bella is going to have to watch out for. Oh, and Summer Rae. Definitely a total diva. Nikki Bella's meandered back to the back, but she definitely got to see what she needed to see as Summer Rae wins some momentum on the road to Money in the Bank. Well, at Money in the Bank, she is going to get her opportunity to face Nikki Bella one-on-one for the Divas Championship. But right now, we're setting up for a match, and then we're actually setting up for some maybe commentary from Dean Ambrose here. He'll probably set up a little, not like with Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella was with Jerry and King. I want Dean Ambrose wired up. I want to hear his thoughts. I want to get an insight to how the Shield feels about being nearly dismantled at the Payback pay-per-view. Sheamus taking away the United States Championship. And you can see Dean Ambrose right now. He's made his way down to ringside. And yeah, there he is. He's in camera shot. Look at him sarcastically cheering for the new United States Champion, Sheamus. Sheamus defeating Dean Ambrose in a United States Championship no-holds-barred match at that pay-per-view. And here comes the big man himself, the Big Show. Brie Bella coming on down with the Big Show. Big Show being rewarded here in this, well, this is a Money in the Bank qualifier match, actually. Big Show versus Sheamus. Last week he helped WWE Champion Brock Lesnar, and Stephanie McMahon wants to reward the Big Show. She wants Big Show to be in Money in the Bank, take Money in the Bank, and take the title off of Lesnar. Stephanie McMahon has always had a soft spot for the big man, and now we're going to get to see we're probably going to be able to hear from Dean Ambrose here. Dean Ambrose watching intently. We've set him up with a microphone. So, Dean Ambrose, welcome to WWE on YouTube. We're here on the Ginger King YT's channel, and this is the second commentary booth that we've set up. There's a lot of some new digs. You just lost your United States Championship, and I want to get your thoughts on losing the United States Championship to that man right in the ring, Sheamus. Well, it's been a long time. I remember all the time you would have me on commentary, you'd have me do promos, and you don't really seem to do that anymore. What, are you scared that Dean Ambrose is gonna do something on the mic that you're not gonna like? Are you scared that I might say something inappropriate? Huh? Are you what is it, Ginger King? Why can't you let me be the free, open voice that I like to be? Well, as you know, Dean, I took a couple of months off, and when we came back to WWE, I was unable to have that power. Stephanie McMahon is the general manager now. This is the new universe mode that we're going with, and I really kind of want to understand, if you could answer my question, why you lost the United States Championship in a match that I would argue catered to your skill set, to that man Sheamus. Yeah. You know, Ginger King, you were always really the top guy coming up down, in the commentator indies, as they would say, on the YouTube, and I was always very impressed with you, and I get that now. You're always the guy who asks the hard questions, and you stick the questions at me, and you keep throwing them at me, and you want me to answer them. Fine, I'll answer them. You want to know why I lost the United States Championship to Sheamus? It's because it was meant to be. Sheamus was the better man that night, okay? There's nothing I can do about that. I tried to beat him, and I couldn't. I was distracted. As you know, we got the Shield back together, and I'm a bit distracted because I knew there was a hellstorm, a tornado, if you might say, Brock Lesnar heading for the WWE Championship, and I was worried. Does that answer your question? Well, yes, actually. Wow, I mean, we don't really usually get crazy good questions from you, as Big Show's gonna go for the cover here. 1, 2. Oh, aren't you out here helping Sheamus? I mean, you came out with Sheamus, you were cheering him on, albeit a bit sarcastically. Aren't you supposed to be, like distracting the referee or doing whatever you need to do to help him win? I'm out here for different reasons, as you might say. You could call it scouting. My former, opponent in Sheamus, but I'm not gonna talk about that yet. So, yeah, scouting Sheamus. I'm not here to help Sheamus. Sheamus beat me for my United States Championship, and I sacrificed that championship for the good of the Shield. So, no, I'm not out here helping Sheamus. That's why I didn't help him a minute ago. Alright, well, thank you, Dean Ambrose, for getting your commentary in here as Big Show. Oh my god, Big Show! Whoa! And Big Show has just big booted the head off of Sheamus. He's pincered it in between his boot, his size 20 man boot, and that ring post, and Sheamus still fighting back. Sheamus picking Big Show up. Good God. White noise connecting. Sheamus now. And now the Big Show's upset. The Big Show's angry. Another great match here. Only on Monday Night Raw. It's a shame we let Dean Ambrose go. I could have got his reaction on that move. He probably wasn't too upset as the Big Show tackles Sheamus. And now the Big Show thinks it's over. 1, 2, 3 it is. Big Show has defeated Sheamus on Monday Night Raw. The Big Show will be joining Jack Swagger in the Money in the Bank qualifier. In the Money in the Bank match. At Money in the Bank, he will be representing Raw alongside Jack Swagger as well. We got a little insight into the Shield. I mean, it does seem that the Shield have changed their ways. They are all about the Shield, the three-man group. Before they were about their championship, something morphed from their debut to the where they ended up. I mean, just look at this replay here. I hope Sheamus is okay. He is our United States champion. We're definitely gonna have to get him looked out for a concussion, but I mean, after that, yeah, of course, I wouldn't be able to continue the match either. 1, 2, 3, the Big Show moving on to Money in the Bank, and there you go. Look at that. Look at that. Brie Bella, this is the whole reason that the Syndicate exists, ladies and gentlemen, over on SmackDown. Brie Bella left Daniel Bryan and hooked up with the Big Show, and Big Show's a pretty happy man. He's a pretty happy man. He's going to Money in the Bank. He might very well win Money in the Bank, and we might be looking at maybe perhaps the next WWE champion in the Big Show. Alright, well, we'll continue on. I think it's now to the main event. We're going to see the other two members of the Shield. We know... Oh. Well, that doesn't bode well. That doesn't bode well at all, as the current World Heavyweight Champion is being billed as coming out with Roman Reigns right now. That's not good. That's not good. The main event is always screwy. Oh dear, I'm a little worried. Well, Cesaro is a Paul Heyman guy, and Paul Heyman might be in good standing with General Manager Stephanie McMahon, but his client Brock Lesnar definitely is not. Brock Lesnar is a man-beast. He is not controllable, not even by Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman has showed in the past that not even he can control Brock Lesnar. Stephanie McMahon has thrown all of her weight. She had a backstage speech before Raw went on the air to every Raw superstar and said, hey, listen, it's time to buck up and it is time to recapture that WWE Championship. She does not like Brock Lesnar, and this is what led to this match. Cesaro going to be taking on the powerhouse of the Shield, the man who looked like the MVP of the Shield for the past month, Roman Reigns. I believe Roman Reigns does have a pinfall victory over the champion, Brock Lesnar. Got that victory last month as he was trying to protect Seth Rollins from Brock Lesnar. And here comes Seth Rollins. Yes, Rollins is on his way out. Former WWE champion Rollins started off this universe mode as the champion. Let's see, what the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, I think he actually defended against, was it Cena or Cesaro? I don't really remember. I'm going to have to look that up. But he did defend his championship, and he won it. And now he lost it to Brock Lesnar, and the Shield are going to battle with Cesaro here for #1 contendership. It's really going to decide who takes it from Lesnar. I mean, Lesnar is kind of a third party here in this match. And we're going to let this match go. Cesaro, Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins, of course, the architect of the Shield. He's the glue that kept it together in the past. Now it seems that he doesn't need to be there because they all equally work together to keep the Shield together now. They're an evolved version of the Shield. Very windy night at my house, apparently, as the door keeps banging back and forth. The house, I can feel it settling. Cesaro now. Well, he tried to go for a maneuver there, got jaw-jacked by Roman Reigns, and this is going to be a hell of a matchup. Cesaro is one of the strongest men in the WWE. Roman Reigns is arguably the most explosive man in the WWE. Roman Reigns has never held the WWE Championship. He would love that opportunity by beating Cesaro here tonight as Cesaro. Nice sit-down scoop slam. Cesaro in my past universe modes has been dominant with that scoop slam. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him continue to use that maneuver as we sail the ship in this new era of WWE Next Gen mode.
What some fans may not know is that before coming to WWE, Roman Reigns was one of the most feared defenders.
Roman Reigns and Cesaro on Monday Night Raw, and out of nowhere the Samoan drop. Roman Reigns having fun trying to defeat Cesaro here. And he's keeping Cesaro in a nice little submission move every now and again. And there's the viciousness. Well, we talked to Dean Ambrose earlier, and Dean Ambrose didn't really want to talk about why he was out watching Big Show versus Sheamus. I assumed it was because he wanted his United States Championship back, and maybe that is still the case. Oh, Superman punch out of nowhere to Cesaro. 1, 2. The referee started the count a little bit late there. That was no good. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, uppercut. So, yeah, I assumed that Dean Ambrose still wants his United States Championship, and, you know, if that's the case, then maybe things haven't changed for the Shield. The Shield, of course, a 3-man group. First, for the past month has been led by Seth Rollins. He is the WWE champion, was the WWE champion. Of course, he's got to be the leader. They tried to protect him, giving up the United States Championship to Sheamus. Roman Reigns did all he could to weaken the Beast Incarnate before the pay-per-view, but just couldn't be stopped. Well, Roman Reigns is just manhandling, I'll say it again with more pronunciation, Cesaro right now. And there's the spear out of nowhere. The crowd's on their feet. Some people are booing, some people are cheering. 1-0, and there's the rope break. Of course, Roman Reigns hit that spear, but he doesn't. Well, I don't know. I think this is a mistake. I think Roman Reigns should try to capitalize on this and should attempt to go for a cover. He is just bashing the hell out of Cesaro, and I think that's a mistake. There you go. 1, 2. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think giving Cesaro that opening was a good idea, and the crowd is going nuts. Some of the crowd is behind Cesaro. I think it's an even split here. Look at this crowd. An uppercut. Crowd waiting with bated breath. Oh, Cesaro. Oh, look at this. Now Cesaro's going to go for his... And look at that. Half the crowd clapping, half the crowd booing. Shocking here. Going for the cover. 1, 2. No. Roman Reigns kicking out. Cesaro, is he going to go? Oh, he's got the uppercut. He's got the uppercut. Can he get to Roman Reigns? Can he get Roman Reigns into the middle of the ring? Can he get a pin here? Roman Reigns might... Oh, no. What is he doing? What is Roman Reigns doing? Oh, he's kicked out Seth Rollins. Is that what he was planning to do? What was his idea there? That didn't really make much sense. But now Seth Rollins, I would imagine, is not a very happy guy. Seth Rollins was actually being, pretty, nice, right? He wasn't interfering with the ref as Roman Reigns goes for the cover and another kick out at 2. And the crowd is cheering for Cesaro here. Very strange. There's that Superman punch again, going for the cover. Right in the corner. No ropes. 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns. Believe in the Shield. Indeed. Oh, what a mistake by Cesaro. Seth Rollins played his part by being a distraction, but not in the normal sense. Well, here we go. Crowd cheering. What happened? Well, Cesaro showing some respect. Wow. Well, it looks like Cesaro has turned a new leaf here on Monday Night Raw. This man used to be in it for himself. He got beat, and he swallowed his pride, and he's lifting up the hand of Roman Reigns. Very strange times on Monday Night Raw, but it's been an eventful night nonetheless. We saw Bray Wyatt and Chris Jericho crush J&J Security. We saw Sheamus battle the Big Show, where the Big Show crushed Sheamus to become an entrant into the Money in the Bank. We saw this beautiful main event. Roman Reigns defeating Cesaro in the main event. And he is the new #1 contender for the WWE Championship held by Brock Lesnar. And we saw the Divas. We saw a probably match of the night, I think. Summer Rae versus Naomi. Hell of a match. Summer Rae showing Nikki Bella just exactly what's coming her way at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. And opening the show, we saw Jack Swagger take out Rey Mysterio to gain entry into Money in the Bank. Well, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Monday Night Raw is concluded. And we will be back with Friday Night SmackDown.